Howdy. This is a companion to the insurance example I gave you earlier. I have shown you the Word document, and you have this in your readings under this topic for cyber insurance, and I'm showing you how this worked. So we have 24 requirements down the side. We have the FSMA NIST reference in column 2. We have artifacts produced as proof of compliance in column 3, and we have a mechanism for implementing the control or to answer if it could be automated in 4. This is not complete. This is a working document. In fact, I need to go back and look through because this is in early March and we continued this in class, so I might have a later version someplace. But I want you to just look through it and see how we organize this information. I want you to read through the requirements from the application. I want you to see the problem. Do you enforce a company? We talked about, do you prominently disclose your policy and always honor it? How are you going to do that? An employee handbook. If you see questions under the requirements, those questions are discussion questions during that time. And don't worry about the red or anything. The first statement is always the requirement. Everything else is notes. For instance, number 3, do you implement virus controls and filtering on all your systems? Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know the definition of filtering in cybersecurity. So we put that assumption. It's going to include firewalls and intrusion protection systems or intrusion detection systems and the like. So in this one, we said, here are the controls we came up with. The list began to get very lengthy. And the artifact are these filters and configurations and an incident log. And then could you automate it? Yes, you have automated virus detection, intrusion detection systems, intrusion protection systems, and log tracking. And if we were going to go on with this, we'd say, okay, what are you going to do with the data from the tracking log? You're going to analyze it. You're going to start looking for signatures and patterns. So I want you to go through and read the 24 requirements. I will give you a hint. There will be a question on one of these in your exam. Look at the control list. As I said, it is not exhaustive, okay? And then try your idea. Number 12 is impossible. When you read through these requirements, you can't do it. Let me just pick out one of them. Requirement sub 3, audit all such third parties at least once a year to ensure that they continuously satisfy your standards for safeguarding sensitive information. Obvious, if you're doing it once a year, how are you going to do it continuously? How are you going to conduct that audit? If you're a little mom and pop shop and you're third-party vendors that would be interacting with your personal data. D, contractually require them to defend and indemnify you if they contribute to a confidentiality or privacy breach. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by a confidentiality breach, but I'm guessing you mean something to do with sensitive data. But I'm going to contractually require them for the third party to defend and indemnify you. Now, most lawyers will give you a long definition for indemnify. It would take them 2 minutes. They would use X's and Y's and parties in A and parties in B. I'm going to tell you, indemnify, stand in for. Require them to defend and stand in for you if they contribute to the confidentiality or privacy breach. I'm looking right here. Require them to defend and stand in for you, take the liability, contractually require that. Well, let me tell you how lawsuits work. You may contractually obligate them for that, and it says if they contribute to the data breach or privacy breach, well, what if a court finds that you also contributed? Okay? So again, I want you to spend some time, go through here, look through. It is not an exhaustive list. It is a work in progress. It wasn't that far into the project. I wanted to give a flavor for it to you. Thank you for paying attention.